Welcome back, folks, to this Star Wars Racer Episode 1. I'm Brian Harrison with Harrison Ultimate Gaming. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. It was an extra long week. It was nice. But before we get started with Dud Bolt here, ready for the racetrack. Before we get started, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave a like on the video. And hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Rumble, please don't forget to follow us there as well. And hit the like and comment section. And it's much appreciated. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Let's get right into the racing. I mean, we don't need to make this a longer video than it is, just to say that it's fun. Yeah, I may stack these, though, and we'll see. I'll talk more about it when we get started in this race.
The wind is howling here at the abandoned gas mines aboard Ibarra. Or is that the crowd? These strap gangs sure love a good pod race, and we have got one for you today. The current record holders for this track is Mars. Whoa!
All right, folks, so we're off racing again. Hopefully we could actually maintain a place like second or even first. I would glad to go first if I can. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying. Like I said, I was stacking these, meaning that I'm just going to continue trying to race more with these and get to a point where, because I've stacked games, and at time in the summer, stacking games is not a bad idea, like having a bunch of games. Oh no, not again. Why is it always that corner? Alright, anyway, so stacking games is not a bad idea. It can be considered, well, anyway, you know, have a bunch of games, because then you play different games and keep it kind of alive. And if you play this the same game, that's the reason why I'm a gaming channel. I play different games. To better or for worse, I play different games, right? And so that's the goal. The goal is to play more and, you know, have fun and play more games and stuff like that. That's the goal. And to actually enjoy the games. But I got to finish them too at a point, and I want to get to a point where I finish this game and, you know, and actually enjoy the, you know, I enjoy the experience. I want to enjoy the experience too along the way. So but it would be fun to play other games, because I have other games I want to play. And part of that is with my woman. We did do some, but when I do that with my woman, that's different. But I didn't want to stack. I was starting to realize I stacked too many games. I sort of forget where I'm at. Not totally, but, you know, you forget a little bit, because especially if the controls are difficult. Oh, we're not going to make this one. Anyway, but you kind of forget where you're, you know, you forget where you're at, especially the difficult ones, or you forget a little bit about controllers, especially if you haven't played like Starfield, for instance. Like this one, I don't forget. I can walk away, come back, and pick it up. And, you know, I may not do good at first with some of the racing, but I pick it. I can pick it up. You know, it's not too. It's easy. Just it's basic controls, right? It's not you hit this control to get to this. And I have a hard time a little bit with games like that. I don't mind interactive games or more games, but sometimes there's just so many buttons to press to do certain things. You either end up pressing the wrong button accidentally because this button leads to that, and, you know, some games become way too overcomplicated, and it's not fun. Of course, some of it is PC, because you can hit more buttons on PC, so some of them are probably better to play on PC than on console. But it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. But anyway, we still enjoy playing games. So I have a couple games I can bring to mention that are a little bit harder. Oh no, not again. Anyway, they're a little bit harder to play. You know, there's a lot to them. There's not it's it's I mean there's a lot to some games. There's a lot to Minecraft, but that's easy. It's simple. And actually, I like Minecraft for what it is, especially when you know someone who is very much on disability themselves, and it helps them. They, you know, it helps them to distract their mind and they could play. You know, they play and it's easy for them. It's not overly complicated. It's Minecraft, right? The crafting is fairly easy. You know, intuitive, and you need games like that too. But you know, it's fun to play some of the hard ones. But if I play some of the hard ones, though, every game is different. You know, it's not like I play. You know, it's like when you first play GTA. You figure it out, and then you pretty much know how to play it. So we'll see from there. We made 11th place at least. We'll see from there. But stacking these games, the idea is that eventually we want to finish this game, and we have fun. You know, we enjoy it. But I want to move on to some other games. Maybe even there, maybe see if we see some newer games if we buy them or something like that. But right now, this is where we're at. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I guess I want to say God bless you. Until next time, bye for now.